Hey mates, here's the second video I wanted to make for today. We're at a similar position, but this time I wanted to focus a little more on the lighthouse. So actually what's fascinating about the lighthouse is this used to be, whoever attended the lighthouse, it essentially served as a house too. And you figure this lighthouse was built way back in 1890. And actually, for the longest time, it was occupied until the 1950s, I believe. And for the longest time, it was actually abandoned, as a matter of fact. So, as we fast forward a little bit, I forget the exact name of the company, but installment had to take place because at one point the lighthouse was at risk because the shoreline had receded so much to the point of where the building was facing serious erosion, and if it wasn't attended to, it was eventually just gonna fall into the sea. So that's where action had to be stepped in the late 1960s going into the 70s. And with that being said, up to, I believe it was 30 tons, I don't remember the exact number, of sand was added here so that the building could be protected. So it wasn't until really 1980, fast forwarding a bit more, until the lighthouse became a designated national historical marker. That was a lot of words right there. But you figure, if you go to the left a little bit, there's actually there's a lot of dredges where rock was added, and a lot of it is now underneath the sand, but those are also known as jetties. So it had to be dredged, and then jetties were installed. So these jetties are they're the reason how we have this much shoreline on a barrier island. So if it weren't for that, it's most likely that I would not be walking on this right now. It would all be completely eroded away, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, that's some of the background though on the Lighthouse Museum. They're only open from Tuesday to Saturday, and for the time being, they're only open from 11 to 3 at the moment. So those are the days that you would want to go. They're closed on Sunday and Monday. But yeah, we have the opportunity to see some sea oats. But this is also, Boca Grande is a great area too to collect for shells. It was actually around 6 or so years ago, like one of my very first times visiting Gasparilla Island, was actually able to find an old horse conch that was found here, as a matter of fact. I still have it, actually, to this day. But that's the thing. You figure since there's combination of waters coming from the Charlotte Harbor and the Gulf, that is how you're able to find so much diversity of shells out here. We've got ourselves some Inkberry too. That's what these are. I believe that they are edible, but I may clarify. My bad for changing the subject on that, but for those of you who really enjoy shelling, this is an excellent place to go to. And so is Sanibel Island, which is a bit further south, closer to Fort Myers. But you figure since Elsa recently passed through here, we may actually find some good varieties of shells today. And also, Most times, usually, for those of you who are not sure, a good time to go shelling too is usually an hour before and then an hour after low tide sets in. Those are some excellent times to look for shells. So alrighty, I might actually share a link to you guys regarding the lighthouse website that tells you a bit more. There's just so much to read, you know, a lot of information to process, so I've had to try condensing as much as I could. So alright mates, I hope you all get to enjoy your Thursday, and hope you all have a chance to visit down here. It's well worth it. So alright mates, enjoy your Thursday and journey on a journey southwards. Take care folks.